Hey, how's it going, guys? So today I want to talk about some easy fixes that would make Blade Soul Neo a much better game. Now, I don't want to make changes that are not going to be realistic because, let's be honest, if I just say they need to remove the skill boost system, they're not going to do that. It's too much implemented into the game by now. They've already made their money off it. It's built into the system of Neo. Like if they remove the skill boost system, it's basically they'd have to redo the whole game. So that's not going to happen. So this is more of a realistic video of like small, easy fixes that they could do that make the game much better. So it's not going to be the perfect fixes, but I want to go over a few things that I was thinking about while playing the game and share it with you guys. Essentially, the number one thing I want to see is events. In original Blade Soul, we had events all the time, and the events gave good rewards. They're fun to do. It kept you playing, and I always enjoyed the events. Some of them were more lackluster than others, of course, but in the end, it gave you something more to do and more incentive to log in and play the game. So I think events are very important, and they don't really do them at all in Blade Soul Neo. The only event they had is like one old PvP event a while back, and then they had like an event for like the weekend for doing dungeons that just gave you some rewards, but like it's not up to par with the original Blade Soul event. So I think this is a good opportunity to make some easy events. They don't even have to add new content. They can literally just give you extra rewards for doing dungeons and running dailies, but it could be stuff like if you complete a certain amount of dungeons, you get like a blue selection chest. And this kind of leads me into my point two. They need to add a blue book selection chest for your steelbook. There's still a lot of people that can't play classes they want to play in their specializations because they don't have the blue book necessary. Of course, it's gotten cheaper over time for a lot of classes. Assassin's one of those where it really has it. Like right now, if I go on the marketplace and look at Electro Pierce, it's going for 7,000 NC coin, which is just insane. It dropped to around like 4,500, but I didn't buy it then because I don't want to spend that much money trying to buy one. But I'm not the only class that has this issue, and so it's just really annoying because at this point, there should be a way to get a selection chest and be able to pick the skill book you want. The next one is remove green book drops from all purple dungeons. So, for example, I'm talking about the Bad Bug Raid, Perherian Dungeon, the Tay Dungeon, kind of like the Black Ram Supply Chain dungeons, essentially, and Bad Bug Raid. Those are the ones, of course, also like Cold Storage and stuff, but a lot of people are not running those yet. Mainly because I feel like those dungeons are more endgame type content, and so they should give better rewards than, let's say, like blue dungeons. So I don't think those dungeons should give green boots at all. I think if you run Bad Bug Raid, you should get blue chests, and it doesn't have to be selection chests if they don't want to do that, but at least give us the blue chest that we can salvage to make purple boots. Now, I know that sounds crazy, like, what? Why would you give purple boots to, like, people running Bad Bug Raid? I feel like they need to do that to keep the game alive. Like, make it way more accessible. Right now, you're running Bad Bug Raid, and you just get a ton of these, and then you have to transmute it, and then hopefully get a blue book. Just get a blue book, and then hopefully get one that's one for your class. Like, here's right here. This is another little change you could do as well, I'd even add, but increasing the rate of the blue book. Right now, it's only 20%. 80% for a green book. This should at least be 50-50, like if not 60-40. Like this is ridiculous that you have to farm these dungeons over and over and you're not getting a decent rate. So a really easy fix in my opinion is if you did Bad Bud Raid or Perherian or any of them, they dropped these instead as blue boots, and then you got the blue boots and then since you would get more blue boots, it wouldn't be as big as a deal for being a selection chest because you'd have multiple times to get the skill book that you want as a blue chest. And then let's say like it's not the one you want still, not really a big deal because all you need to do is salvage it, and then eventually you just shoot for a purple book, which would be actually really valuable. So that's one change I think they should do, is buff the loot of the purple dungeons. None of them should drop green boots at all. It's really insulting that the biggest endgame dungeon, Bloodshade Harbor, still drops green boots. That is insane to me. That should never ever happen. But even Pohiri in these dungeons, I feel like should not be dropping green boots. Like we are so far past green boots. It's just really crappy to keep getting these over and over. Next change they can do, and again, these are all easy fixes. They're just like tweaking the numbers. They don't even have to add like new content. Like this is why I made this video, because it's like this is stuff they can realistically do very easy. These are not things that they have to like develop a bunch of new stuff in the game. It's literally just tweaking the numbers. It's very simple. So the next one is increased gold from dungeons. I put Perherian only gives 1 gold. This is probably one of the biggest offenders to me. It's so hard to get gold in this game. Like, why is the game so gold restrictive? And like when you want to do like big upgrades, it costs a ton of gold. Like for example, and you don't even want to look at like my upgrade fails on this. Look at this, 89%. So I failed this multiple times, wasted so much gold. 14 gold to try to upgrade this accessory. Not even guaranteed, just to try. And usually you'll just fail because the rate's only 30%, by the way. And 14 gold is actually a lot of gold because these daily quests do not give a lot of gold. It's like, you feel like gold is like so hard to get in this game. I feel like it's like very restricted. Like everything is just like, oh, you do here and you get 1 gold. You do Bad Bud Raid, you get like 1 gold. You do this dungeon, you get like 70 silver. It's like they're kind of like sprinkling like little like breadcrumbs of gold at you, and then these upgrades and like doing these RNG upgrades cost a ton of gold, and I just feel like it's very annoying. Like Pohirian should give at least 5 gold, at least bare minimum. Bad Bud Raid could give like 3 gold, and again, these are not even big increases, but like just having more gold would be way more easier to play the game. And like everything in this game like costs us so much gold. Like if I want to do like a fusion right here, just doing like a bundle right here costs us 1 gold just for one. If I have a bunch of boots, it's going to cost like 5-6 gold. And this is just for RNG to get crap I probably don't even really want. Or even for these, like if I want to fuse these together, like, yeah, it's going to cost 4 gold. Like I just feel like in this game we're on like the wrong patch. I feel like everything in the game, like upgrading gear, fusing stuff together for the RNG upgrades and RNG loot, everything costs a ton of gold, but we're not gaining enough gold. It feels like the daily quests are like not giving a right amount of gold that you should get. And it's like maybe the reason why they do that is honestly pretty sinister. Like they probably do it to force you to buy the battle pass because you get gold certificates from the battle pass, which actually helps out a lot. And then there's other things like they have the gold certificate in the cash shop that you can buy, or the marketplace I mean. That gives you like 100 gold for like, you gotta spend like 20 bucks to buy it. So it's like, that's mainly the reason I would assume, or they're just really incompetent and they just don't understand that like everything costs way too much gold in the game. But that's a huge quality of life improvement they should be doing, is giving more gold. Like Pohirian, 1 gold to me is like, what the heck are they doing? Like it just doesn't even make sense. So that's a big thing to me, is adding more ways to get gold in the game. If they don't even want to do that for the dailies, at least add some activities that let you farm gold at a good rate, because right now it's just not cutting it. And the last thing is make a better fail-safe system. So if they want to keep the RNG upgrades, because realistically I don't think they're getting rid of them at all, I would just prefer them not to have it. But if they're going to have it in the game, have a more guaranteed rate to upgrade your gear. Like let's say like I'm upgrading my accessory right now. I failed this multiple times. Realistically, if I fail this more than twice, I should just get a guaranteed upgrade. I shouldn't have to keep throwing gold over and over and over and over. And yes, they do have a fixed rate eventually, but it takes so many tries just to get to that. So it's like, it's just like ridiculous. Like these should be way more guaranteed. If you fail your equipment upgrade more than 2 to 3 times, you should just have a guaranteed upgrade. You've wasted so much gold and material already. And then the last change that I actually saw on the Reddit, this is not my idea, but I actually thought this was a really cool idea, so I took a screenshot of it to save it for this video. But this guy mentioned a steelbook library system, which I think was pretty cool. Basically, his suggestion is a steelbook library system, once you acquire a steelbook, is permanently added to your account-wide library. You can freely assign any book from your library to your character or build at any time. Wow, that would be great, right? No need to refarm the same book if you change builds or gear. The library would act like a collection. The more you play, the more flexible your builds become. And then they put some nice little like organization here why this would help. Encourages creativity and freedom in playstyles, reduces frustration from RNG, makes steel progression feel rewarding and permanent, and then still respects the grind but in a meaningful way. The only thing they forgot to add here is how much money this is going to make. Otherwise, NCSoft doesn't care. No, all jokes aside, like this is a great suggestion, and I would love to see this implemented in the game too. So I had to add this credit to this idea. Again, like just simple changes like this. This one I feel like though is a little bit more like they would probably never do it, because it's like they probably won't do any of these changes, to be honest with you. It's just my ideas, but I feel like mine are a little bit less like issues because there's no development time. You're just like tweaking little numbers or doing little boosts to the RNG and stuff. Where like this one, they would have to design a whole library system, where I don't think they'll convince the devs over in Korea to do that. So we'll see, but I just wanted to include it because I do like the idea of it. Anyways, that's really the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I do still enjoy the game, but you know, obviously there's so many issues with it. So if they don't have some good improvements soon, I just don't really see the game lasting that long. So